Good afternoon. My name is Priti Gupta. I have pursuing BTech from West Bengal University of Technology in the Department of Information Technology. I have hands-on experience in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, React.js, Node.js, Express, MongoDB. Till now, I have built two projects. First one is e-commerce website for custom iPhone case, and second one is online web compile.
So, in which tag you are most comfortable with?
In Munstack,
Munstack. Munstack as a whole or front end or back end specific?
front end,
Front end. Okay. So, for front end, what do you use mainly? React or Next.js?
React.
React. Okay. So, why not Next.js?
Actually, I have built two projects. First
Mhm.
one using React, and second one using Next.js.
Okay. Have you found any difference between React and Next?
Yes, I found. React is basically for front end,
Mhm.
and on the other hand, Next.js is a full stack application. In Next.js, it is file-based routing. That's why we don't need to use any external routing library. But in case of React, we have to use Express for
Okay. So, can you tell me two differences between React and Next? Like two major differences between that.
Okay, first one is React is not a full stack framework,
Okay.
um, but Next.js is a full stack framework.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is React. React has built-in uh, uh, server-side rendering, and React does not have server-side rendering.
Okay. So, what's the benefit of server side rendering when we are choosing stack for a website?
Okay, so basically server-side rendering um, increase the performance of our application, as well as optimizes it increases search engine optimization.
Okay, so how
It's
it does
okay.
that? Can you explain it? Like how it improves the SEO performance of website?
First of all, whenever a user trying to enter any web page, so the server processes the necessary data, and it generate a HTML page, and then give the user a fully formed web page.
Right, that's correct. Have you found any usage difference between the hooks while switching between React and Next? Like hooks works the same or differently in Next.js?
I think hooks work same for both framework.
Okay, so if I am using a use effect hook in a server component, then what will happen?
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Okay, no problem. Uh, Basically, React can use the hooks in every component, and for Next.js, when we are using components, like when we are using client side component, we can use any hooks, and when we are using server side component, we cannot use any hooks.
Yeah. We have to we have to write use client if we want to use any hooks inside Next.js.
Yep. So, do you know the difference between use client and use server? It's okay if you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, no issues. Okay, so have you built any project like you can showcase me right now?
Yeah. Okay, so I am sharing my screen.
Yep, sure. Yeah.
Is my screen visible
Mm-hmm.
now?
Yep, it's visible.
Okay. So this is a full stack e-commerce website which is designed for selling customized iPhone case.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the landing page for my application. As I am a Harry Potter fan, that's why I have used Harry Potter theme for this website.
Okay.
Here I have used Shatshian for this review page. Here is a little animation, and here what's our website do, that is upload your photo and get your own case. This is how it looks like now. create our customized phone case. Here you either we can click for uploading the photo, or we can simply drag and drop.
So for state management, what library do you use? Like Redux or Zustand or what? It must have any state management, right?
Yes, I have used state hook.
No external state management library, right?
No.
Okay. So have you heard about Redux or Recall, any state management library?
Yes, I have heard about Redux.
Okay. So do you know about it or just heard about it?
I know. Using Redux, we can store our state globally.
Okay. So like, can you tell me the basic difference between use context and Redux if we are using in a project?
Use contact and Redux. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay. Have you used use context hook?
No.
Okay. No issues. So like, you are telling me about you used use state and use effect hook, right? What's the working of use effect and how it works?
Use effect is basically used for fetching the data.
Okay, like not only for fetching data, like it's a life cycle hook, we call it. So what's the
Mhm.
working of it behind the scenes?
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, no issues. Um, use effect basically has a dependency array, right? You must have used it.
Mhm.
So when you enter something or like some variable inside the dependency array, then what happens inside the use effect?
So the function get called only when that dependency is changed.
Yep. So that's why it's called lifecycle loop. When the any value changes inside the dependency array, then use effect triggers a callback function, and whatever inside that function, it runs it whenever the dependency changes. So it works like that. So that's why it's called a lifecycle hook.
Yeah.
So can you name any three or four hooks have you must have used?
First one is use state hook.
Yep.
Second one is use effect hook,
Mm-hmm.
and third one I have basically used this two hook actually, use state and
Okay.
use effect hook in
Have
most
you heard
of
about
my
use
projects.
ref hook?
Yes, I have heard use ref hook.
Okay. Do you know the uses of it? It's a very basic hook.
No, I don't
Okay, no
know.
issues. Basically, it's used for like referencing a component or a div in a particular page. So we can cross-reference the component in other components as well. Basically, a reference to a component. That's why it's called use ref.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Like yeah, you were showing me this project.
Yeah, so after that, selecting the photo, it will redirect me to the configuration page
Mm-hmm.
where we can where we will going to customize our phone case. So here is the three color we can choose for our phone case, like this.
Mm-hmm.
From here we can choose the model of our iPhone. From here there are two materials, so we can choose any of them, and the finish. Here it will show the total price which we have to pay for this phone case. So by clicking this continue page, it will redirect us to the review page.
Have you integrated any payment gateway in it?
Yes,
Which one?
I have integrated Stripe.
Stripe. Okay. You must have done this previously because Stripe is not available right now in India.
Yeah. I have built this project around January.
Yep. So yeah, and you were talking about another project as well. Which one was that?
Second one is online web compiler.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the landing page for my application, which I
Like
have built.
your tab is not changing my screen.
Sorry. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
okay. So this is the landing page which I have built using Eternity UI and Satshian.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the compiler page where we can write HTML code, CSS code, as well as JavaScript code. And whatever we write here, it will show in this side. Suppose
like how the rendering is happening. Can you elaborate about this? How the
I
rendering of
have.
that HTML, CSS, JavaScript is happening right at the right time, the right side of this.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Like I want to ask, like, can you explain the flow of this, like how the code is rendering on the right side of the screen?
Actually, I in this case I have used Redux for
Mm-hmm.
state management, where I have set this three language,
Mm-hmm.
and then from that Redux I have in my component I have used these code sorry languages.
Okay, so like how the HTML is rendering inside that component. Can you tell me about that part?
Inside this component.
Like I am seeing the to-do rendered on the right side of your screen. So
Okay.
how the HTML is rendering on this on your screen,
I
like?
have used iframe tag for rendering this web application.
Mm-hmm. So what's the tech stack of this project? Can you tell me?
Tech stack,
Yep,
Munstack,
one stack on JavaScript or TypeScript.
TypeScript.
Okay, so like, can you tell me why TypeScript over JavaScript?
Because TypeScript gives us type safety.
Okay, so like, how does it help, and what's the major difference between JavaScript and TypeScript when we are choosing for our project?
When we write a suppose in JavaScript we can assign any value in a variable, but in case of TypeScript we cannot assign any value to any variable. We have to define that is it a number or string. So that is the
Okay,
major difference.
so if I have const a is equal to 1 in JavaScript,
Hmm.
so I have the same code in TypeScript. So what's the difference? Like I cannot reassign that in both of them.
In TypeScript, it will show the type error because we have not defined that a is a number.
So like, can you define that, and like, can you tell me the basic difference between types and interface in TypeScript? Like there are two keywords to define a interface or
Hmm.
type and
Yes.
interface. Like I want to know
Okay.
the difference.
I know that. I forgot the answer actually.
No issues. You can take a minute to think.
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer.
Okay. So like, the simple there is a simple difference between them. We can extend the interfaces. We cannot extend types. Like we can use logical operators in types, and we cannot use logical operators in, like, when we are defining interfaces. So that's the main difference between them. And okay, so basically, I'll give you some simple questions. So like simple code questions. You have to guess like, what the output will be. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm sharing the question in my chat. You can stop the screen sharing. So can you tell me how you will write a sleep function using JavaScript promises?
Sleep function.
Yep. Like, I have to make a function stop for certain seconds, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And how will you make that happen with the promises?
We have to use set timeout.
Okay. Like, if I am using, like, I want to get a sleep function, and inside the sleep I want to take input as 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 second input. Like, how will you create that?
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Okay. Have you heard about, like, have you used promises in JavaScript? You must have used.
Yeah, I have used.
Okay. So like, can you tell me the difference between dot then and async await syntax?
The, no, if we use dot then the function will be called only after the only after us
You're getting it right.
yeah only after certain only after execution of a certain task.
Mm-hmm. So like, what's the
But
major
in
difference
case of
between? Yeah, tell.
If we use async await, then it will then the function will definitely going to call. But in case if we use dot, then that there is not guarantee that the function is going to be called.
Okay, so I'm giving you a small function, like tell me what's the difference. So these are the two questions, and we have defined a sleep function that I was talking about. So it will return a new promise. So what do you think the difference between them?
Let me check.
Consider the await statement is inside a async function. So yeah, basically you can ignore the sleep function for now. Just think about the dot and await syntax.
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Okay, no issues. Like there will not be any difference between them because async await just a syntactical sugar over a dot then change, because dot then change ends up being callback hell, you can say. Do you know about callback hells?
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me in the basic definition? Not definition, you
Uh,
can explain it in your own words.
when there are when in a function there is lots of APIs depending upon each other, then it is called a callback hill.
Yep, that's correct. Okay, so have you used promise dot all syntax anytime?
No, I don't use promise dot dot, but I have heard about this.
Okay, no issues. Okay, so I'm giving a small simple question. Guess the output, what it can be.
A plus A equals to 1, B equals to 2, 3 equals to C equals to A plus B. A plus B plus C
Mm-hmm.
is at 33
Mm-hmm.
minus C.
Like when you concatenate a string, it adds up, and
That's
when
it.
you subtract, when what will happen?
I don't know about
Okay, the answer will
subtraction.
come out to be a 30 because it will subtract 30 minus 3.
Oh, okay.
When you are subtracting, string doesn't matter, it will subtract as a number.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
so one last question for. Yep. Okay, so test the output. If I run this in a console, in my browser, so what will happen?
So in this in case of this function, we are trying to print A before initializing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will give an error
Okay, that's correct. But yep,
because let is not let does not hoisted.
yep. So what error will print? Can you tell me? Like it's optional. Basically, this thing is called lexical
Type
scoping.
error.
Lexical scoping error है.
अच्छा,
Lexical scoping basically means we are calling the variable or function before initializing it. So yeah. Okay, I guess that this much is fine. So अब थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट पे बात करते हैं कि आप कहाँ कहाँ
हाँ,
इम्प्रूव कर सकते हो, ठीक है?
बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट करना है।
नहीं,
नहीं
बहुत
कुछ
ज़्यादा तो नहीं।
कुछ नहीं, मतलब मेरा प्रॉब्लम अभी ये हुआ कि मुझे कुछ कुछ आंसर्स आता था, लेकिन वो मुझे इंग्लिश में बोलने में दिक्कत हो रही थी। ये मेरा मेजर प्रॉब्लम था।
हाँ, इंटरव्यूज़ में मेनली ये दिक्कत होता है। बहुत कम इंटरव्यूज़ होते हैं
हम्म,
जो हिंदी में होते हैं, वैसे मोस्टली इंग्लिश
हाँ
में ही होता है।
हाँ हाँ, वही।
वैसे तो थोड़ा बेसिक को कवर करने की ज़रूरत है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन ग्राइंड कर दो, इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं होती। थोड़ा बहुत बेसिक भी क्लियर हो तो हम अपना आंसर बना पाते हैं।
हाँ
और जो मैंने प्लस माइनस वाला क्वेश्चन पूछा था कंसोल वाला, ABC वाला,
हाँ
ये थोड़ा स्ट्रिंग के जो मेथड्स हैं वो थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करने की ज़रूरत है। और थोड़ा सा एसिंग का वेट, मैं कह सकता हूँ कि प्रोजेक्ट्स में तुमने सीधा जंप किया है, मैं देख सकता हूँ तुमने खुद से कोई प्रोजेक्ट कम बनाए होंगे मेरे ख्याल में,
हाँ
है ना? तो खुद से थोड़ा 1-2 प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ तो थोड़ा इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा, अपना आप टॉपिक्स और कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो जाता है, इतना कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। और रही बात क्वेश्चंस के बीच में आंसर करने में इतना टाइम मत लगा कि सामने से एक और क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता
अच्छा।
है ना?
तो
एक
अगर
तो
नहीं आता हो तो फिर मैं डायरेक्टली बोल दूँगी कि मुझे
हाँ,
नहीं आता।
अगर 10 सेकंड में नहीं आ रहा या फिर सोच लो कि नहीं आ रहा मैं आंसर, तो कह दो कि नहीं पता। एक वो जो गैप होता है, अगर इंटरव्यूअर ने तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं किया और उसने एक और क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया तो तुम कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे, और चाहे तुम्हें अगला आंसर आते हुए तभी तुम आंसर नहीं कर पाओगे। तो इसके लिए अगर नहीं आता आंसर तो सीधा बोल दो नहीं आता। और एक और टिप कि इंटरव्यू में हमेशा हमें फॉरवर्ड करना होता है, इंटरव्यू को बोलने का मौका नहीं देना होता। या तो अपने प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बताओ जाओ, या फिर स्टैक के बारे में बताओ जाओ। आंसर नहीं आता तो सीधा बोल दो, बस ये मेजर है बस।
अच्छा, और एक चीज़ कि मुझे अपना प्रोजेक्ट इंटरव्यूअर के सामने कैसे प्रेजेंट करना चाहिए, ये मुझे थोड़ा
अच्छा,
दिक्कत हो रहा था।
प्रोजेक्ट को सबसे पहले दिखाने के लिए तो पहले प्रोजेक्ट का नाम बताओ क्या है, फिर उसके बताओ कि टेक्स्ट टैग क्या है, उसमें क्या यूज़ किया। टेक्स्ट टैग वो बोलो सबसे पहले है कि जिसमें तुम सबसे ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल हो। मान लो तुमने बताया मर्ज टैग, अब उसमें मर्ज टैग के अलावा ज़्यादा यूज़ होती, और उसमें रिडक्स वगैरह, स्टेटमेंट लाइब्रेरी वगैरह, थोड़ा कंसेप्ट क्लियर कर लो। अगर तुम यूज़ कर रहे हो किसी प्रोजेक्ट में कोई चीज़, जैसे मान लो तुम यूट्यूब पर प्रोजेक्ट देखा, तो उससे रिलेटेड कंसेप्ट थोड़े से पहले क्लियर कर लो, थ्योरेटिकल लेवल नहीं, प्रैक्टिकल लेवल पे, कि यूज़ हो रहा है। जैसे यूज़ कॉन्टेक्स्ट के लिए हम ऑल्टरनेटिव के लिए यूज़ करते हैं स्टेटमेंट में लाइब्रेरीज, इसलिए एक ये डिफरेंसेस वगैरह जो होते हैं थोड़ा याद रखनी चाहिए कि हम क्यों यूज़ करें। जैसे मैंने जावास्क्रिप्ट और टाइपस्क्रिप्ट का डिफरेंस पूछा, तुमने सही बताया, तो थोड़ा डिफरेंस होना चाहिए कि हम ये टेक्नोलॉजी क्यों यूज़ करें। जैसे रिएक्ट और नेक्स्ट जेएस का पूछा हमने, इस तरह। तो अगर सामने से क्वेश्चन आए कि क्यों ये टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करेगी उसके अलावा, जैसे हमने PHP क्यों नहीं यूज़ करी इसके अलावा, इस चीज़ के लिए, ठीक है। और प्रोजेक्ट को प्रेजेंट करने का तरीका है, नाम बताओ, टेक्स्ट टैग बताओ, और वो करता क्या है, बस, ठीक है। और सबसे पहले अपना सबसे बेस्ट प्रोजेक्ट दिखाओ जिससे तुमने सबसे ज़्यादा खुद बनाया, मान लो यूट्यूब से बनाया, उसमें एक आधे जो फीचर्स है अपने साइड से ऐड कर दो, तो उसमें थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है। और वही दिखाओ सबसे बेस्ट वाला, और फिर पूछे सामने से कि कोई और प्रोजेक्ट है फिर दिखा दो, ठीक है। और डिप्लॉयड भी नहीं हो ना तो लोकल में चला ले करो, लोकल VS कोड में करके जैसे चला लो, डिप्लॉयड की ज़रूरत नहीं होती,
अच्छा।
है ना।
हम्म।
वो फुल स्टैक प्रोजेक्ट डिप्लॉय करने में कभी भी दिक्कत आती है तो
हाँ हाँ।
अपने लोकल में भी चला सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ठीक है। तो बस इतना ही काफ़ी था, और थोड़ा प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ और थोड़ा इंप्रूवमेंट करो बेसिक का, बस बाकी सब ठीक है।
हाँ, मतलब मैं पूछना चाह रही थी कि मतलब अपना बेसिक्स अभी क्लियर करने के लिए मैं कौन सा टाइप का प्रोजेक्ट बना सकती हूँ जिससे मेरा बेसिक क्लियर हो अच्छे से। और
जिस तरह का प्रोजेक्ट तुमने बनाया ना, उस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट पे ज़्यादा कंसेप्ट यूज़ नहीं हो रहा। अब एक अच्छी टिप दूँ तो जेमिनाई की API है, फ्री है, उसके लेके कोई भी AI के ऊपर रैपर बनाने की कोशिश करो। जैसे कोई पोइट राइटिंग मतलब बना सकते हो, मतलब पोएम राइटर बना सकते हो, उससे फ्रंट एंड बैक एंड दोनों यूज़ हो जाएगा, AI भी थोड़ा यूज़ हो जाएगा। और एक बना सकते हो, मतलब बहुत साइट है, peerlist देख लो, peerlist.io वेबसाइट है ना, मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ, इस पर देख लो करो, इससे बहुत आइडियाज़ मिल जाएंगे। तो इस पर एक्सप्लोर करके अपना कुछ आइडिया बना के इस तरह बना सकते हो प्रोजेक्ट्स, ठीक है। ओके,
वही एक्चुअली जो मैंने पहले वो ई-कॉमर्स वेबसाइट बनाया था तो उसमें मेरा मतलब मैंने जस्ट यूट्यूब देखकर ही वो बना लिया था, मतलब उसमें मैंने उतना कॉन्सेप्ट वगैरह मेरा क्लियर नहीं था तब, तो फिर मैंने वैसे ही बना लिया था, तो इसीलिए वो प्रोजेक्ट का मुझे उतना पता भी नहीं था।
अगर ऐसा है तो यूट्यूब से देख के दोबारा से अपने हाथ से बनाओ प्रोजेक्ट,
अच्छा।
तो क्लियर हो जाएगा अपना, ठीक है।
ठीक है।
ओके, और कोई क्वेश्चन?
नहीं, थैंक यू।
ओके।